Yo, what's up guys? This is Wormpal, the coach of the Stavanger Vikingvolts, and welcome to my team builder for week 3 of season 2 of the GCL. This week we are playing against the Joes Ice Cream Sewaddlers, who is coached by Jjthepizzaman. You can see his team on the right. His team consists of Curum Black, Halucha, Ferrothorn, Volcanion, Seismitoad, Togekiss, Beware, Rotom Heat, Mega Banette, Vileplume, Medicham, Palosand, and the Draconium Sea. I think currently this team is last place in the standings, but that does by no means that this will be an easy match, because he has some really threatening Pokemon on his team, some really scary wall breakers, like the Curum Black, the Volcanion, and the Mega Banette. So those are probably the 3 Pokemon I'm the most worried about. Let's start talking about my team. The first Pokemon here is Swallow, Boom Beats, running Choice Specs and Scrappy with the moves Boom Burst, Heat Wave, U-Turn, and Air Slash. There isn't really anything on his team that can switch into a Choice Specs Boom Burst from my Swallow. I think the only Pokemon that can actually take 2 Boom Bursts without dying is the Ferrothorn, but Ferrothorn dies to Heat Wave. So after Ferrothorn is gone, I think maybe I can just potentially sweep with by just clicking Boom Burst, and then I also have U-Turn to get momentum, and then I also put on Air Slash because it's also stab, but I don't think I will ever use that move. And yeah, Scrappy ability is very useful because he has 2 ghost types on his team, the Mega Banette and the Palosand. So my Boom Burst can actually hit both of those and deal a lot of damage to them. So I think this would be my main win condition. My next Pokemon is the Necrozma. Necrozma has Calm Mind, Moonlight, Photon Geyser, and Heat Wave with leftovers. Max HP, max defense. So it's actually a pretty good physical wall, especially against Halucha. A high jump kick from Halucha only does like 15%, so this is a really good switch into that. I can set up on almost everything, even like the Curum Black and stuff like that. And the reason I think Necrozma is so good against his team is because he has no dark type, and his only psychic resist is the Ferrothorn, which is weak to Heat Wave, and so he doesn't really have anything to just stop me from Photon Geysering everything, and it's also pretty tough for him to break my Necrozma once it starts setting up. Then we have Mega Altaria. And I forgot to mention at the start, I think the biggest weakness with Jjthepizzaman's team is that his team is pretty slow. I believe his fastest Pokemon is Halucha at base 118 speed. Then we have Curum Black at base 95, and the next thing after that is Rotom Heat at base 86. So his team is not very fast, so I'm bringing a pretty offensive team this week. You can see both offensive Swallow and Necrozma. Mega Altaria is like the only really defensive Pokemon I'm bringing this week, because it's just a really good switch into Volcanion and Rotom Heat. I have special defense EVs: Roost, Heal Bell, Return, Defog. Roost for recovery, Heal Bell in case something gets burned by the Mega Banette, for example, which will very likely have Will-O-Wisp, Return to deal damage, of course, and Defog, because he has quite a lot of Stealth Rockers, and I have 2 Pokemon in the Swallow and the Ribombee, which really doesn't want to take damage from rocks. Oh, yeah. Then we have Scrafty. This is also kind of defensive Pokemon, but it can still do a lot of damage because it has max attack and an adamant nature. It is running Knockoff, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, and Super Fang. Knockoff and Drain Punch, of course, Stab. Thunder Punch, I believe, is to hit Pokemon like Hawlucha, Volcanion, and Togekiss. Super Fang is always just a really safe move to click. It cuts any HP, the HP of any Pokemon in half, so I don't really need to predict anything. We have Assault Vest and Intimidate to take hits better from Kyurem Black. I believe the hardest Kyurem Black can hit me with is Ice Beam, which does like 30 to 36% if he's Life Orb. So this is my best switch into the Kyurem. And then we have Mamoswine, Life Orb, Thick Fat, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Shard, and Stone Edge. We're running a pretty fast Mamoswine this week, 216 EVs plus Jolly Nature, which I believe outspeeds his Mega Banette, his Seismitoad, and his Volcanion. We have Stealth Rock because his team is actually pretty weak to Rock. He has the Kyurem Black and Volcanion and Pokemon like that, which really doesn't want to take damage from Stealth Rocks. Earthquake hits almost everything except like Hawlucha, which is weak to Ice, Autumn Heat, which is weak to Rock. That's why we have Stone Edge. Then we have Ice Shard instead of Icicle Crash, because I just want like an emergency button or something in case I accidentally let the Hawlucha set up, for example, and then it will outspeed my entire team. I don't want to be swept by that, so that's why I have Ice Shard instead of Icicle Crash. Life Orb, just to deal more damage. And then our last Pokemon is the Ribombee. Gracium Sea, Shield Dust, Moonblast, Hidden Power Fire, Energy Ball, and Quiver Dance. Enough speed to outspeed the Hawlucha. We don't have a Focus Sash, so we can't set up on everything. But I think our main setup target will be the Seismitoad, because we take all attacks from that thing pretty well, and we have the Shield Dust, so we cannot get burned by Scald. And if I'm at +1 or +2, I think Ribombee can potentially sweep once the Rotom Heat is gone. We have Moonblast just for our main spamming move. It's also super effective against Kyurem Black, Hawlucha. Hidden Power Fire for the Ferrothorn, and Energy Ball with the Gracium Sea mostly because I really need something to hit the Volcanion, and I think that's the hardest I can hit it with. And I could run Solar Beam over Energy Ball, so the C move will have higher power, but I also want Energy Ball to hit the Seismitoad, so I don't need to use 2 turns to do that. But yeah, that's the team we are bringing this week. The 6 Pokemon I think he will bring are the Kyurem Black, the Ferrothorn, the Togekiss, the Volcanion, the Mega Banette, and probably the Rotom Heat. I'm gonna guess those 6. I am battling Jjthepizzaman in a couple of minutes, I think. The video will probably be out either today or tomorrow from when you are watching this. But until then, goodbye.